Well, if I'm making this video, then that means God is still in the blessing business. And since that means God is still in the blessing business, that means that business has got to be good. Huh. My. It's amazing how the blessings of God work out. So I appreciate y'all coming to spend time with me on this video at this establishment that I am at this point in present time. And I am looking forward to continuing our walks and stroll in the park once the weather gets better. But it is no need to sit there and catch cold or pneumonia. But we're gonna stay in shape. We're gonna try to keep it and stay in shape. Yes, we are. We're trying to stay in shape and not in a shape other than being round. Oh my gosh. But like I said, I do appreciate y'all joining me in at this in my establishment. And once the weather is better, I like doing the videos while I am exercising because more of the message has more detail in the words that I'm saying because of the nature sounds of and plus the cars of horns and different stuff like that that emphasizes on different meanings of my messages. So since I got that over with, moving right along, you so protective of them kids, but how protective are you about the way you came to be your parents? And these are his acknowledgments and the change up. The acknowledgments and the change up. As parents, people choose as a child and of all in examples. You're going to come to a point in your life where you figure out you putting too much emphasis on these kids when you need to guard them from a world of sin and hate. As much protection you putting up with another parent or their uncle, auntie, friend, or any of that, you should be guarding. You should be paying more attention to their phone. You should be paying more attention to everything that sit there and corrupt your child than these petty games you play. Like I said, either from grandparents to other parent or any of these other things, and you worried about their house or the daddy house and how all this other stuff going on. You so worried about the things that you're competing with instead of guarding your child from hurt, harm, and danger. Cell phones, meeting up at stores with people because they done sit here and been talking on them with the cell phone, texting, and then your child disappear, and then next thing you know, you got people looking for a child that's been mingling with the enemy. If you're a parent and you're in this situation, I give my heart to you and I pray for you. Like I pray for kids, parents. I pray for a whole bunch of different stuff that equals out not being of just for me. People pray, oh, I pray God for this slam. I'm sorry, Houston thing. My bad. I pray to God for a new car. I pray to God for a new house. I pray to God for this. Okay, I use my prayers a lot different than I think normal people do because I try to pray for letting wars stop. I pray for hunger, homeless people. I pray for stuff like that. My prayers are constantly on a daily basis go up to stuff to where people have to live with the effect, and it not always is there on them of the cause of what caused it to happen. So I don't think everybody. I think everybody could use some prayer, but once you know people and there's a certain way sorcery work, you don't want everybody praying for you, especially if they might not even be in good graces with God to be sitting there and praying for praying for people, you know. So uh, that statement was about more like the elderly. You'll go around and you making and doing all this other stuff, but then at the same time, your mama or your dad is sitting in the house and you don't ever check on them. Not throwing no stones. Every circumstance is different. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. So, uh, that was one right there. Y'all could use that one too. You could use it. I don't mind. You could use it. But holla at your boy, put me on, shoot my channel, do something. But if not, that's fine, because God got me covered. If it don't apply, let it fly. But y'all gonna have to do something about it's the kids and the elderly. So if you're too selfish to help the person that's the other parent to your children, how are you so able to take care of the parents that's your parents of how you got here? A lot of people a lot of people are trying to drop the ball on this family thing and oh they do me like this and drop it this man if you can't get along with them or whatever else you're gonna have to figure it out, and if not you'll be able to come back to this place they call earth playground and play the game again until you get it right. Because if you can't get along with your parents and your parents can't get along with you and everything is everything, if I can get along with mine you get along with yours. But everything different. See, it was certain stuff I had to come over and get over. But in your situation, it might have been even worse. I got a partner when we was growing up. Y'all, it's all gonna come out in the wash. But I asked I asked my parents if he could come stay with us because it was just bad out for him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my parents was like, "Shit, I got enough harder time with you because you don't act right. How are you gonna have your partner come here, y'all clowning?" I got enough problem with you. How you gonna bring your partner here and then we gonna sit? That's gonna be double the trouble. And then after that, it's gonna next thing you know, it's gonna be 4, 5 people at the house all the time, and this on the game and my mom, my two lady was like, Mama was like, no, it's not happening. It ain't going down like that. But I'll never know if I didn't ask. Moving right along. You can blame everyone else for so long until you have to remember that you're involved with all the finger pointing. And I'd like to sit here and say, again, these are some things that you gonna have to come up. I had to be a better person and say, yes, I have a problem. I don't need to point my finger. If I need to point my finger, then I can't control anybody else but myself. Uh, They got classes about this. They got workshops about this. More people spend money in bettering themselves once you learn that the value of earning money is in you. They go to so many workshops and seminars and stuff like that. Once you, as a person, figure out the value in how you earn money is in you, of how valuable your knowledge is, not always with schools and degrees, with just knowledge of being observant and opening your mind to somebody else being right and I might not be right. Oh, you're gonna be able to get it in, baby. But that's one of those things like I can't even think of the name of the class now. Anyway, they get there and they tell you that everything that's your problem, anything that's a problem of yours has the same thing involved, and that's you. Moving right along, boy, we be covering some ground. Well, I'm talking about covering ground. We eating it up. Okay, now I'm trying to put these little nuggets in the middle of something so you can sit there and say, "Oh, there's some good stuff in there," but I gotta watch the whole video. So this one right here got to do with alchemy. Alchemy, having a certain energy and turning it into something of not what it came to you to be. Alchemy can go the other way around, but in order for it to go the other way around, as it come in good and you turn it bad, that's where people have the problem of being and talking about something that has no business to. I didn't sit here and put them in a war jar or nothing like that. But the way you talk and the way you just the way you speak about people or anything, you wishing harm on them. The way you messing God, the way you gossiping as messy as you are, you wishing harm on people, especially when you're not talking about them in a positive way, especially when you lying about the situation, period. So take the pain for the better of the world through problems in your life, in my life, calmly and not crash out. Crashing out and the fighting and the arguing, and that's the build up. That's the build up to when it explodes. But you deal with it calmly and you talk about it. But this has to be a two-way conversation if we're gonna calmly work something out and not crash out. Because the one thing a person that is not in the right want to do is argue and get you worked up for no reason. The alchemy part starts to come into it is when stuff could hit the fan and you don't have to tie the fan up. uh, when stuff hit the fan and you don't have to turn around and tie up stuff, tying up stuff, or just being straight belligerent about the whole situation. Peep this out. You don't have tying up stuff and acting a certain way. All that's learned. That's learned from either your parents or a person you're with. No, it's before the person you with because you came with that attitude and the way you act is a part of your package. That's like going to the car dealership and getting that good pretty soft leather or you getting them cloth seats. It comes with the vehicle. So when you sit there and you dealing with somebody, a lot of that stuff comes with it. Um it depends on how or what it's worth to you is if it's able to be dealt with or to deal with. some of it, this is not domestic violence. This I'm talking about just arguing, because some stuff goes to domestic violence because people do not know how to argue. When I say know how to argue, I don't know how to argue. I cheat when I argue. Because I if it's worth talking about, I'll talk about it. But if you start yelling and hollering and all that, and you talking to me like you stupid, or you trying to talk me down to me, I'm shutting down. That's just it. If I tongue wrestle with you, either we really kissing, or or it's not happening. But that's one of the wisdoms that you have to go through certain things in your life to where you have to learn not to argue with fools. You arguing with a fool make you a fool to argue with a fool. And you ain't fool nobody but yourself. Because in those situations, nothing gets taken care of. Nothing gets taken care of, and the problem is still there because you have somebody that want to argue, but they're not gonna change. They're not gonna do none of this, even when they promise it this. But a lot of things are up for grabs because I won't say nothing of this, and then when that illusion is there, you can't change that illusion. That's an illusion that will be permanent there because you have taught that person how to treat you. That person have taught you how to treat them. I have a person to this day. Every time they see me, they turn their lip up at me because they don't like the way I argue back. And then I could guarantee every time I see them, they gonna turn their lip up at me because they don't like the way I argue back. But it's fair because if you doing it like that and rocking like that, I should be able to approach the situation and do whatever I want to. I don't put my hands on you. You don't like the words I'm using? Go get a thesaurus. Hook yourself up and get you some rocks to throw in this fight. But coming and trying to put a mirror in front of me and you being a mirror to mirror me to me, you're not winning. Because while you playing, I'm still using truth. And when you come and try to mirror me, you can't mirror me because you can't say the things to me because that I can say to you because the things I'm saying to you is truth. The things you're saying to me is not truth. That's how I bust that illusion up. But that's a form of alchemy I just taught you. And when you go through those situations and you don't crash out, you don't go to jail, it helps other people in the same situation. We are all on a certain energetic level. We are all connected together. So if I go through something personal, it's not that you'll always feel it, but that'll be that click in your mind, be like, okay, I know this heifer mad at me when she comes to the house. So I'll wait to have me a drink after I have a shower instead of I drink before she get here. I might want to have me a cocktail, but then I'm gonna go take me a shower, wait till she get here, wait till this stuff all clear. You want a cocktail, baby? I'm finna have me one. We didn't got. I'm clean. I didn't ate. She didn't wash her. She didn't. Everybody took a bath. Everything. We clean and everything. But that cocktail before she get there might be the little gasoline on the fire for you to be like, you know what? I'm telling the truth. You lying. That's all it's gonna take right there to sit there and have a bad night. Kids don't want to hear that. But that cannot be with one person. So you and your mate gonna have to be sitting here teaching and learning with each other besides just sitting here going to your sister and talking about stuff you don't know about. You lie to her, You lying to me. You lie to everybody. I'm lying to you. I'm lying, going telling my partner about this. You see what I'm saying? All that shit ain't that. All see, there I go. I was doing so good stuff. All that stuff comes, and then it just keep building up, and you could just stop all that stuff by just sitting there making. You gotta want to be the one to sit there and not do all that. You do. So moving right along. Why compete with someone if their points never count when they score? Boy, this boy tripping. This boy tripping. He's clowning over here. He's just telling the truth. Why compete with someone if the points that they score never count when they score? Why you competing if you're not gonna be fair in this game? You're gonna be the player, the referee, and the manager of the team and cheating everything else. If you doing all that and the person actually do score the touchdown and you don't write this touchdown down or even put it up on the scoreboard, what are you doing? You would know that you're losing if you sit there and was able to put the points up, but that's an illusion too. So I think we're getting down to the point that oh yeah, and if you listen to the person when all of this is going down and you hear the hate in their voice or you hear the animosity in their voice, they not playing. That's real. You could chalk that one up as innate. So that's just what that is. They not gonna play fair, and they gonna paint a picture to the world on the outside that look in just like a stained glass window on a Catholic church. Okay. You don't know what's going on inside that church, but you see the little Mary and the sweet baby Jesus and all that stuff on the stained glass windows, but you don't know what's going on in that church. Mess with them little boys. Boy, okay. I'm sorry. Apologize, Catholics. Uh, and then in turn with that, that means that this person is insecure. It's real simple. So these, like I say, these are just guidelines so you can know what's really going on with people, because a person could sit here and say, oh, you need to go to church and learn the Bible. Man, it's certain stuff that's going on in here. People cannot sit there and intertwine church, the Bible, and these streets. You feel me? They can't intertwine this stuff. And then next thing if that boy just went to church and and found Jesus, what change it wasn't gonna change nothing to what his death was. It wasn't gonna change. Cause when he leave, he gonna still be in them streets. But why you can't be in the street and have the Bible with you and go by God laws at the same time? I'm just asking. You could be in a strip club and sit there and God ain't tripping with you. He wants you to follow him. That's where we at in this time. This time that we at the present point in time, in this situation on earth that we're in, people's wanting to do devilish stuff, but then when they get in trouble want to run to God. Why you just can't be with God and rep him the whole time? He's not judging you. God don't judge people like that. But you sitting there letting the devil get you on the shortstop, but then you want me to come through and bless you with a new house, a new car, and all this other stuff. Why you just couldn't be saying God is? As a person, you're gonna have to know what you need to do in order to rock right with God. If I was this is not a this is not the altar where I come up and tell all my business like that. I don't care. I can guarantee you somebody that talked on me before I even got a chance to say it. I really don't care, really. Because you ain't gonna be able to change nothing. My ranking of spirituality, how much I love God, how much I done been through, and nobody can save me but God. Nobody ain't gonna be, man, you don't want the story. No, that's a whole nother video. That's not here or there. But what I'm saying is don't just wait till you get locked up and be like, oh, I need to go to Allah now. You go to wait till you go to prison to get saved, but then you come out and then you're not even rocking what you repping that you saved your time that made your time not so bad. Mm. I'm talking. I'm just saying. It's just be about it, man. And oh yeah, and you're not gonna be able. It's some people you're not gonna be able to keep it real. It's sometimes people. It was some people that's growed up keeping it real, meant keeping it shady, fake, not letting their right hand know what they left hand doing. But why you got to do that? And you one person, you supposed to be 100 with yourself, but you don't want to let your right and your left hand know what it's doing. And then when the right hand get caught with something from the left hand didn't know by, then the left hand mad, and the right hand like you knew by, and the right left hand like you ain't told me nothing. But then the law got you, so both hands locked up, or both hands is sitting there in the casket. Either way, I'm trying to rock with the Lord. Yes, I am. So hopefully you got something out this video. This turned out to be longer than I wanted, but hey, we just here kicking it with each other. I think it might make a difference because I'm not in motion and I can sit here and run my mouth. But hey, I appreciate you rocking with me. I appreciate the support. Y'all good with it, man. I'm just trying, and none of this is negative. Anything I go to put on these videos is not negative. If you're taking it negative, you need to get a checklist for yourself and figure yourself out. Do not get mad at the messenger. I am just the messenger, man. I don't know what's different about it, but yeah, you hear it, you catch on, it's snappy, it's whatever, but I'm just a messenger. I have not done things correct all my life. I got a kid that love me to death. I got kids that don't like me. I got kids that don't know me. That's neither here nor there. It's really none of your business, but it's all good. I said it, so it's here, so I can present it. It's fine. But being a perfect person has never been one of my objectives in my life to sit here and portray to somebody that don't know me, and to me, you really don't matter like that. Because on something real, I could ask or I could be in need, but it's not guaranteed that you're gonna help, but you're not obligated to help. There's so many people that want to say what your obligations or what your responsibilities are, but in reality, they're only taking. They're not here to help you. They'll take from you, but they're not here to help you. And oh, you're a man, or oh, you're a woman, or oh, you this. None of that matters when it comes to correct energy. All that matters to is people that's trying to win and get over on you or trying to look like something that they not. And I done gave you some help and some knowledge in order for you to know the difference. Y'all be easy. Sorry, Nari.